Hi guys, welcome to Grooty's. Thought I'd do a little video on where Grooty's all really started. It was actually called Grooty Towing, I think I had it called. And we're just walking past some buildings which I used to work out of. Right. So this is a little street in Salisbury. I had a painter that used to be in this one. His name was Kimbo, and my mate Andy had this shop at one stage. Kimbo could paint, but Kimbo had an issue where he'd had a really bad car accident, and a lady passed away from the car accident, and he was stuffed. His brain was stuffed. It was fried. So you can see behind is the railway track. So this is all very, very small. This is very, very shallow this way. This one here, I had this one for years. 42, middle row. All right. I remember, so Coco and I were in here. So I met Brenton. I was hanging around here. Oh, it all went to shit at one stage. Kimbo was doing burnouts in the street, running them. This street's been an absolute crazy street. There used to be a Holden Records down there. I ran that for a while. 44. I don't remember who was in 44, but 42. I had this escort panel van in this section, and I remember doing a burnout that big that the fireys come down. They drove past. It was huge. Someone rang the fireys. The burnout was that much that I had to crawl out. It was an escort panel van with a Holden Black 202 on straight gas. Right. I put the 202 in. It's just a panel van from Fred's Wreckers, which was down the road. So I put this 202 in, put a 425 gas carby on, I reckon. And yeah, I was welding away, and Coco's like leaning over my shoulder, and he says, "It's on fire!" The gas line ran through the car, and I just like flip up me, because I was welding a tunnel in with an arc welder. So I flip up me head thing, and I just go and blow out the fire, and just go back to welding. Coco was always blown away with the shit I'd do. He was a good lad. We used to, in behind there's like a bit of a yard, and I had an old Bedford, and I used to pick up cars with this tow truck, right? And I would pick them up, and we would put the cars on the back of it, and what we would do is we would roll them off. So I'd always put engine backwards, so engine at the rear. And what we would do is we would roll the cars off, then would park the tail lights of the car up to the back of the Beaver, and I'd throw the cable over the roof, smash it around the A-pillars, and then I would wind the car back to the Beaver and then up in the air like that, and would flip it on its roof. And Coco, there you go, another message. Coco and I would actually, 45 minutes we could get a VN, VP, VC, VH Commodore in, motor and box out, diff out, the whole lot on the ground, car flipped on its roof, on its way back to scrap. It was quite a sight to see. This road was a huge start for me. I have to pay it tribute. I really do. Middle Row was a massive start for me. This is where I managed the wrecking yard that was down here, the hold spares. I managed that for a while. As my boy's mum and I broke up, I was managing that. Andy Lurch lived in this one for a while. After Kimbo thought we like got him arseholed out. No, Kimbo found another joint. Kimbo was just a pain in the ass. Good painter, and if he had have actually had his mental state with him, he would have been amazing. But what he would do is he'd be painting and he'd be prepping, and then he'd be getting drunk and he'd run out of money, and he was gonna, every month he was losing his shop, so you'd have to give him more money to keep painting. So he couldn't take your car because he'd make you feel bad. 50, Richard and Pete had this one, and a few other lads. Andy had cars in here too. You know, they were all hanging out. There was no fence here. This was all pretty wild, guys. Like, back in the day, when I was running the wreckers, I remember buying a V8 Porsche, we didn't even weld the diff. We just drilled the stud pattern on the rear and made it so it'd take a HQ rim. We took that to burnout comps. We were building burnout cars here, and Coco was painting cars out of the hold spares, and there was club members and all sorts of shit in this street, you know. This street's had a lot of people in it. A lot of people have actually benefited from these humble beginnings, right? This one here, the back shed, that was when Pete and the boys had that. They had the back shed. I remember coming to a party here, and I remember Chantel telling me I was crazy, and what are you hanging around with those young people for? Because I'm my friends. And even if they weren't my friends, they made me feel better about the shitty life I didn't have. You know, like, started my tow truck business. I ran my tow truck business out this street. I had my tow truck when I was running the wrecking yard over the road here, which is now a scrapyard. Right? And there was a guy that used to live in that shed named Rob. That shed right there. Now, Rob, Lawnmower Rob, if you ever watch my videos, Rob, I wouldn't mind seeing you again, mate. As crazy as you are, your heart's in the right spot, and massive heart. Amazing dude, very, very smart dude. Had some bad shit happen to him in his life, which our good friends in black suits kind of made happen. We'll just leave that there. But yeah, guys, this is what it's about, is humble beginnings can produce a whole new life. But you have to, look, new life starts in your mind. It doesn't start. A new life starts here and here, not in your wallet. Alright? It's a decision. You sit there and you go, I don't want to work for someone else. I've had a couple of part-time jobs here and there over the last 20 years, but I hate it. I don't want to work for somebody else doing, you know, making their dreams come true. I work for me making my dreams come true. Now, I told myself probably 8 years ago, all I really wanted was to be able to buy a brand new pair of shoes if I needed, to have enough money to be able to do what I want to do. If I need a tool, go buy it. I've been there for years. It's fun. It's amazing. I've been in a position where I feel wealthier than the majority of people that I know that have got $20 million worth of equity, you know, property and shit, because they're still working every day. I know plenty of people that are seriously wealthy, but they've still got to work their asses off every day. And this is the thing, guys. Wealth isn't money. Riches is money. Money and jewels. Jewels, Betty. It's jewels. Right. Riches is money and jewels. Stature, you know. Hold on. Just checking, making sure it's still videoing. Nothing worse than walk around talking your phone and it's not fucking videoing. There was another wrecking yard just here, which seems to be a boxing joint or something now. That was another one as well. There was lots of shady characters and shady shit going on. But there was also lots of mateship and lots of friends. And my mate's coming back at the moment. He sent me a message. And I think we're going to go to the pub and I might drink a lemon squash and watch him drink some beer. Maybe play some pool or something. This is it. If you don't like your life, make the life you like. I started in absolute dives. I'm still in a shitty cheap shed because I'm choosing to be in a shitty cheap shed rather than being in a massive dollar premises where I'm forced to work every day. And this is the big misconception with everybody, is they believe that being forced to work every day to pay for this huge lavish lifestyle is the way to go. Oh, 540. Look at this. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to. It's a 540, guys, and it's a silver one. I don't think we're supposed to work 6 or 7 days a week for everyone else's dreams to come true. My dreams came true because I made them come true. Now I've got bigger dreams. But my bigger dreams don't involve me working for 70 hours a week. You know, I've got it down to a point where I can work 20 hours a week and live comfortably. But I don't. I still do a lot of other shit. I'm still playing with my own toys and trying to get my shit finished. Once my shit's finished, then it's travel time. Once I don't have a dog and a cat to be responsibilities anymore, same as you guys that have got families with kids and stuff. Once your kids grow up, you and your missus have got to be best friends, and then you just go out and do what you want to do. So if your friendship's breaking down with your missus over time of having children, you then need to step that back up before your kids are all grown up and left home. Because you're going to need that, because that's all you're going to have is you and your missus. So if you're not close, you've got to get close. If you don't have a partner, be happy with who you are. If you don't like your life, change it. It's this simple. If you don't like your job, what's today? Saturday? All you guys that don't like your job? If you don't like your job, don't go to it on Monday. Believe, understand that you can make something better happen. If it's destroying your soul to go to your job, it's not your right job. Shit, you could rent a piece of shit shed like one of these and live in it like a hobo and be happier than having a $700,000 mortgage, working for some arsehole you don't like whilst he goes away on holidays that he loves. Reality, guys. Reality is we make everything that is in front of us, good or bad. You need to show gratitude for it, good and bad. You need to not be upset with your decisions and accept them and graciously accept the fact that you made them. Life is amazing. So even in this shitty street, life will tell you that it's amazing because there must be 50 birds in these trees. There's birds and butterflies and shit everywhere. Nature loves it here. It's got a really good feel. I understand why I was here for so long. Life is life. Life is what you make it. It is absolutely beautiful. There's somewhere else I've got to be. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Just understand basic beginnings. Basic beginnings can create something amazing.